Happy Monday, everyone. If you started your work week today, then I hope it's turning out to be a good one. I'm going to go ahead and add Mondays in. It's a little earlier. That way there's another day of Fallout while we have Shadow of the Tomb Raider going. Yep. Okay, I just want to get, I need to get some settlements. The only way that the castle mission taking independence is going to show up is if we have enough settlements. So Backstreet Apparel, we'll get that on the way. Golden Pond. Oh, that'll actually be good. Oh yes, we'll do this when we go by Sanctuary. This is for Abernathy. Also, I just turned level 20 in the last stream, so that means when we walk out of here that we're gonna see the UFO crash. Get ready for that. Clear out Black Street on the way to Hangman's Alley, and then clear out Walden on the way to Sanctuary. Gear up, grab Preston, and then head over to the satellite. And then I can circle, I can talk to the people at Tenpines. And then come back. But it'll be really easy with Preston with us because he'll like give us the quest. Now know that like I like to do this, like to grab Preston for doing these things, but know that Preston maybe has the best person. I know he can be annoying. He's like overly good goody two shoes. Even though he's the one character that seems to enjoy like you drinking. Kate doesn't really care, but like Preston will ask you for some. Oh, the Gauss rifle. Okay, so this is what we're doing this for too, by the way. Once you get the castle, you can do old guns, and then you can talk to Ronnie Shaw, and then you can buy a gun called the Last Minute. It's a highly upgraded Gauss rifle that has limb damage on it. But if you have a UCO, then I would change it out with it.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
What is that car doing?
All clear.
Hey Cuddly, how are you today? Happy Monday.
What in the hell is that?
And there goes the UFO. Okay.
We gotta get to that crash site. Even if it means Tinker gets to say, I told you so.
I told you so. That's pretty fun. Robert, yes, the aliens have landed. Like the only sign of intelligent life outside of our planet is the fact that aliens have never come to visit us. Perhaps they've gone around and they were attacking the gunners.
Must have been nothing. Or me rip out the top. Did not fight you.
Oh shit. Oh, great. This is legendary.
Huh? What's that?
I don't want him to.
I can smell you out there, little sneak.
What's that?
Gonna find you soon, human.
I hope I find you first.
You here? You here?
Oh god, there he is. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be good.
Come out, wherever you are.
Oh, this guy wants to be.
I wanted to fight.
Why did I have to get the one intelligent? Oh, that's a bad idea. And so I found the quest last night. That,
Someone there.
We have a tail.
long story short, I could make every single enemy that you encounter a legendary in the game. And I wonder if that would be a wise idea. Like, I need to do it for testing, because I'm testing some things, and so I'm gonna do it, but like, I started wondering if I should release that. Like, here you go. I don't know why you want this. Good luck. Every single enemy in the game is gonna be legendary now. Starting with the roaches in the vault. But you could come out with a lot of legendaries if you can handle that. And this is the reason why I want the last minute, because it's a damn good gun. Gauss rifle is gonna tear through anything. And Gauss rifle for a rifle, obviously, is what I think is the best rifle in the game. Western revolver for a pistol, that's from Nuka World. And Disciple's blade for melee, is once again Nuka World. Now that handmade rifle from Nuka World is excellent, don't get me wrong. But it's not like a one hit killing machine. But if you're a fan of automatic weapons, then go get the handmade rifle. It has like I should leave the grenade. Find that with pickpocket. And sneak. Just sneak up all the enemies and then put grenades on
Intruder.
top of it.
Identify yourself. All clear.
I'm not even gonna bother with them. Let's just move on. There's plenty of it. There's today. Whatever.
A noise? What's that?
The nuke going off isn't. I had the game bug out once and it kept respawning people here. What? And Travis, go ahead and bring the rest of the Commonwealth. Just get it over with. Take everybody to Backstreet Apparel and it's just going to be one battle royale. Oh, Travis picked up a new gun, by the way. Check him out. Oh, you fuck.
I heard something.
Are you serious? Do you want to do that? I think it's a wise idea. Yeah, who's idiot that threw the grenade?
Let's see if they left anything useful for us.
Yeah, don't advance. Wow, this guy's
Earn
nice.
our paychecks.
Good going, Travis.
I'm getting paid, right?
And so do watch out. There's a trap right here, and this can blow up because there's oil on the ground. How in the world did we aggro the start? Clutch. You shouldn't die. That wasn't very clutch,
I think you're being watched.
I'm level 20 right now, Robert. Dr. D.
You'll run out of bullets at some point.
Well, okay, but before that happens. I'm gonna bet that took care of the call. Yep. And let's just get out of here. Forget the rest of these.
Just getting started.
Well, okay. Then you just, you know, go ahead and. So all you have to do for this is kill Clutch, obviously. Who's in that room where I went into, and there was a save on the wall. That's where Clutch should normally be. If you haven't somehow aggroed everybody from outside, because it's a really kind of fun to walk in there and then you can just like shoot those two people in the corner or shoot the oil on the ground and just everything. But like, it's a sticking. Unlimited, like every single enemy in the game is legendary. Can you imagine running into that pack of goals that are all named like level? And so that's 1 out of 3 down, by the way. Now we need to go to Walden Pond.
Hey.
Loading up or loading off?
Oh.
With you overloaded and all, let me take this chance to read my unabridged copy of War and Peace at you.
You read it at me? That even... I'm not gonna... Hey Douglas, how are you? I'm just kind of mad today, by the way, just meh.
Sometimes it's hard to take Des seriously. I remember when she was a green recruit.
Running into all these things, these hoops that I go through at work, and I'm like trying to ask questions of people, and they can't give me a yes or no answer to a yes or no question. That's one of the most frustrating. Like, is it going to work like this? Oh, well, this has to happen, and this has to happen, and this has to happen. Like, that was a yes or no question. I don't know why. You just confused me with more information when I still didn't understand what it was that you told me. Congratulations. But I think that's the nature of IT, right? If you work in IT, if it's just... Okay, cool. I've had friends say that, like, if you work in IT, you're gonna see the worst in humanity. Like, they get it. Customer service is like a close second. If you worked at any kind of customer service. But you can usually get rid of those people. You know what I'm saying? In IT, you have to solve this problem, and the person can't explain it to you. And I wonder why that can't answer. Question with a yes or no answer, and I think it has to deal with, like, we're all so afraid to be in this day. Yes or no, that's a really bad one, because there's a 50% chance that you're going to get it wrong. And that's what you think about. That's what I'm assuming anyway, instead of thinking that there's a 50%. Okay, Walden Pond. Which I don't know how I feel about the first step being Walden. Oh, hey Rebel, how's it going? The ship right out. Anyway. Let's pretend like we've never done this before, right? Oh my god. How in the world will we find this? Alien, there's some fire over here. Oh, more green blood. Okay, cool. So we're following the green blood. There's some on the tree. And it takes you all the way to the cave. What's up, Salty? Might want to wash that. Maybe suddenly airlines tonight. And so let's do this proper. And there he comes. And he's all beat up and hurt. From Sanctuary. Nice, I'm headed over there. I'll meet you there. Then we have the blaster. Which is the thing. First we have to go to Walden Pond, and then we're going to Sanctuary. Pick up Preston. I wonder if I could talk to. Oh, what's this? Codsworth. It's just as smooth, right? As smooth as a baby.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails. Farming's as honest work gets.
Did you have any luck with those raiders?
I took care of those raiders for you.
Really?
And so this is the
That's the
token
best news
lesbian
I've heard in
couple,
a
and
long
then
time.
the two guys
That's
over at
great.
County
Help yourself to the
Crossing.
workshop over there. We'd be
Okay.
glad to
Couple.
consider you a friend.
Perfect. Because, you know, I'm just... For some reason, I'm hard-pressed to believe the sisters bit.
Those raiders won't be back.
You know, maybe they were
anytime
adopted.
soon.
I don't know. Definitely not from... Oh, and because we have Travis, Vadim is still locked up inside of there. That's what he gets. Okay, Deacon, like, Travis didn't make a big stink about it. wow. What? I've never ran Codsworth. It's tempting though. Either that or Fluffy Ninja Llama has a video with all the things. Okay, so bear over here. No. Nowhere? Okay. Oh my god, I'm so naive. One friend that insists on using it. And every time it does happen. Oh, what's going on? We should have a behemoth over here now. Yep, there he is. Level 50, level 20. So we're not gonna mess with that guy. It's fun first. I was looking at Swan's weapon last night too, and I was wondering, I could totally make Swan like super badass. A real apocalypse? No, there's no way I could survive a real apocalypse. I'm not even gonna pretend. Like with a group of people, maybe. I'm a pretty good shot IRL, so.
Have you no pride, Wastelanders? Yeah.
But I'm grossed out by things. Like I could never skin an animal.
So this guy made sure he had everything he needed before he started his camping trip in that little shack up top. Double-checked his list and everything. And that's why they call it being the road.
Ah, and this guy invented
Transcendental.
Someone there?
Moron. You said.
And why is he called Tweez? Is that like the one raider in the Commonwealth that actually like tweezes his nose hairs? And so everyone makes fun of him for it?
Somebody had security issues.
And why does anybody pretend to be smart? Let's see. Who wants to accept that?
You might want to wipe the blood off anything you find there.
Okay, you're right. It's hard to accept. So you fight to the end to defend your Eve. No. Eat this, Walter.
You win. Again.
Pretending to be grenades. That video. I saw something here recently where oh, it was Solo. That's what it was. The scene where he's like, he's acting like he has a grenade. And he makes the click sound with his mouth, and then like, by the way, this is legendary.
Bingo.
And that giant slug thing is like, just made that noise. That's the fire extinguisher, by the way. If the whole place catches on fire, just take some jet and run. This place is rather dangerous.
When I retire, I'm totally gonna set up a maid service. Talk about demand.
Angie and Fred, what's going on over here? Oh, this is that guy. Okay, hold on.
Are you gonna do it or not?
I just need to get to Bunker Hill. After that, you'll never see me again. I promise.
Don't come any closer, friend. This doesn't concern you.
Please, help! They're going to kill me!
Shut up!
Okay, Fred, let's talk about this for a second.
I'm sure we can work this out. No one has to die.
Fat chance. This synth has been watching us for weeks, knows everything about us. We let this thing go. How long before it comes back?
Fred has some pretty eyes.
Put us down.
I mean, he's ugly as fuck, but those eyes. Okay, wait a minute.
You need to let him go. Think about it. If he meant to hurt you, wouldn't he have done it already?
I would never do that. You're my friends.
They got a point, Fred.
Well,
He's
he
had
did
all the
stutter a
chances
lot,
in the
though.
world to harm us. Maybe we should just let him go.
All right. But if I ever see you again, I'm putting one right between your eyes.
Okay, baby.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Just get the hell out of here.
Bunker Hill. I just have to make it to Bunker Hill.
Yeah, you totally like fucking run, Jules. I'll see you at Bunker Hill. Which one was that? Okay, cool. So let's just head on over there.
Good riddance.
I knew it, Angie. Really cute. You're not cute. I can't believe those eyes. Fred had like these blue eyes. I think this is the one with all. Yes, actually, I'm finishing up the secondary legendary weapons. And I'm gonna put it under work in progress. And then let everybody know that it exists. Let people test it for a little bit. This is rather ambitious. I'm afraid that there's gonna be a problem, and I wanna find out how it's gonna interact with the mods before I officially say that this is. I'm in the Ks. I've created all the miscellaneous mods for the regular legendaries, and we created them as a secondary legendary, and I'm at K. I think knife is where I left off. I have to add them to the weapon. And then for starters, I'm just gonna have a chrome color swap in there. And so you can make guns like the 45 chrome. Love a chrome shotgun. Level action stuff? What do you mean by that? Lever. The mods that I make have to work on PlayStation. And I don't know about graphics. Like, I'm starting to learn, don't get me wrong. But I'm not at a point where I can, like, I'm gonna create a gun. But what's really cool is that the
hey,
some of these modders that are creating like Fallout 4 New Vegas, stuff like that, are releasing the guns separately so that you can get them and play with them beforehand. And there's a lot of amazing gun mods out there, but those are really impressive.
Nice job with those defenses.
Yeah.
I've got nothing else I need
hey,
right
Preston.
now.
Hey.
I think Preston may want to chat, though.
Oh, well then that's great.
Stay sharp. Don't let your guard down.
Really?
I'd like to trade some items.
Hey.
I'm sure.
Preston.
Hey.
Mum, a moment perhaps?
Oh God, what are you?
Sure, Codsworth. What's up?
Oh, just a little something I'd like to get off the old proverbial chest.
Yeah, you can get one.
I just want to say what an honor it is for me to accompany you.
Oh my God, that
No
would be fun.
idea the horror these past 2 centuries have wrought. The initial destruction, not knowing if you and your family were all right. It was a relief just to find the entrance intact.
For a ratty script.
I'm sorry, Codsworth. It was so sudden. Not even time for goodbyes.
And make her a
single worry,
sniper.
Mum, as I shared your priorities completely. Family safety first, above all else. And yes, while it was hard at first, I was able to eventually move on. At first it was the work, busying myself day and night, and believe me, there was...
Okay, so once I get my computer and I start doing stuff for that, I'm gonna make more complicated mods. I do want to learn how to create meshes and all that kind of stuff. My first project? Codsworth is pretty fun. My first project will be the Wasteland Bandolier. I want to make it where you can change out the ammo pouches for pistols. 10mm, 44s, things like that.
I'm glad you stuck around.
Oh, Mum, you don't know how good it is to hear you say that. I just wanted you to know how much I consider you
concept,
family.
Just the
Maybe a
execution.
mere robot to some, but I do hope you've come to see me as more.
I consider you to be family too, Codsworth. We're in this world for the long haul. Together.
Miss Zoe, you don't know how wonderful it is for me to hear that. I feel completely completely recharged. Well, enough blither-blather from me.
Blither
Let's get
blather.
back to it, shall we?
This guy is fun.
What's
Hey.
up, Codsworth?
May I accompany you, Mum?
No.
Not now, Codsworth.
I see, Mum. Another time, then.
Oh, he sounded so sad about it.
Just when you think you're safe, you're not. That's how they always get you.
Oh, whatever, Marcy, you're like annoying. No, not that robot. I would hit on like Ada. Yeah, what does that mean? No, I'm sure anything from Codsworth is innocent. My favorite interaction with him is when he tells you about the people at Concord and the fact that they seem nice because they only threw like a few rocks at him. And then you can sarcastically reply, I like these people already. And he goes, oh good. Because he doesn't get it. I still never turned him into a giant sentry bot. Which is something I want to look at. So when you do Automatron and you change Codsworth, you can no longer put a hat on him. Here, let's go here. No longer put a bowler hat on him. Wait, what's going on over there? Look at that gun. She must be in VR. So you're out there and you're just practicing on the range.
That hasn't been blown off by a sniper.
And you get shot in the back.
We could always use some more ammo.
And follow it. Okay, so you have a lot of mods. Because here's the other thing. It might just be your install. It could be your hard drive. Like, there's a whole lot of things that are going on here. And you're talking about a Bethesda game. So I could easily say the fact that it came up at all is, like, significant. I mean, the first thing I would do is create another save, start a new playthrough, and see if I can get over there. Because if so, then it tells you that it's something in the other playthrough. It's something in that save file. If it continues to do it, then it's something more global. Like a mod or the installation of the game itself. It could very well be a bad sector on your hard drive, and because this is a Bethesda game, it's not really coded to deal with that, and so it errors out. If you can get to Boston Common on a different playthrough, then no. That's not the problem, and it's actually easy to get around it. Here's the deal: if it doesn't happen in a new playthrough, then you have to troubleshoot your playthrough now. Let me ask you this question. Do you have any mods installed at all? Fucking dogs.
Hey.
Dogs and little rats. Rats can have. explosives on them. See, I wouldn't run out and buy a hard disk. Just let me know, do you have mods at all?
Don't make you nervous, but... Well, that got the blood pumping.
Companion mods. Okay. Alright. So everyone's... You hear that shit? Yeah, I know, and that's why I ran, you fuckers.
Good at this. Too good.
I'm trying to fight and tell you this. So that mole rat had an explosive charge on it, by the way. Be on the lookout for that guy. Okay, so everybody's always going to want to tell you it's your mods. There's a problem with your mods, right? But they're not actually going to tell you what to do with that information. So what I would do is, if you're playing on survival, then you're going to need to back up your save file, which means that you need to copy it over to a USB or something else, because survival will only afford you 3 saves, and this process will end up, you'll lose everything. You'll lose things. You'll lose certain things, and I'll explain to you and you'll understand. So if you're on survival, copy that, and then you can start doing this. If you're not on survival, then it's not really a problem what I'm about to tell you what to do, except for the fact that you don't want to have really more than a gigabyte's worth of saves. It might be different for the Xbox than it is the PlayStation, but from my understanding, Bethesda really wants to keep your amount of save files at like 1 gig, maybe 2 gig. So don't ever get so many save files that it causes corruption. So you have a mod, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you have a mod that's causing problems for you. Well, you can disable the mod, but it's still in memory. To get it out of your memory, out of your save file, disable the mod, load the save file, save it. Now that new save file doesn't have the information. Which means if you turn the mod on, then you would be missing all the stuff that you got. Right, okay, so it is more. Like, I think on the PlayStation it's like 1 gig's worth of saves and 1 gig worth of mods. The point is, don't let it get overloaded. I don't think that's your problem. I think one of the mods is conflicting with something else. And so if you load it up, there it is. If you load it up, save it. Might as well close the game and restart. And then load that save so that you know for a fact that it doesn't have the mod information in it. And then go and see what happens. Now, this is a trial and error type of thing until you find out which mod it is. So to make sure that you don't lose all your information, I would get as close as you can possibly get. Save it, and then start this process. So you can disable one, save it, load up that save, see if that was a problem. If not, go back to the original save so that way you still have that information for that mod, turn it back on, and turn off another one. And that's an arduous process, but it will tell you for a fact which one is conflicting. Because you're on Xbox, you can't. But if you're on PC, and you want to take it to the next level, get Fallout 4 edit, FO4 edit. Load up all your mods. And this is hard to explain, but you will be able to see what's conflicting with what. Yeah. But you can go through every one of your mods and it still won't, you still won't know, because it could just be the game itself. And here's how things like Fallout, like free fall for the PlayStation or I can't be wizard, unfortunately. I wanted to be wizard so bad. I can't be powers. Yes. No. No, that's not about that. Hey, Elvis. Huh? Oh god. That's cool. Hey Travis, you wanna kill that person? That'd be really great.
Oh, hell no!
Isn't it hilarious?
Fun time incoming.
It's like my painkillers are actually cheaper than the medicines that I need to, like, you know, be healthy. We need painkillers? Well, we have an opioid epidemic, but that's like $2. Right? Oh, what do you need that? You need that to regulate your kidneys or you'll die? Oh, that's gonna be like $85.
Seems we have a tail.
Shit, lost him.
I'm doing well, Elvis. What was it? Holy shit, no, I don't want to get shot. Hey, Will.
Wow, howdy there.
And so, like I said, I don't want to explain how to use Fallout 4 Edit. Just pull up all the mods, and then you'll see things be read. You'll see it's trying to tell you that this got changed from the original. But this is editing this, and then this edits this, and then this edits it. Like it'll show your mod order, your load order, kind of.
I was having fun.
But you just need to play with that. But I just want to explain something to you. Like, if you have free fall or some sort of fix it, and it changes a quest. Quests have stages. So let's say that like there's a 10, stage 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, etc., right? Well, to fix this quest, they had to add a stage in between 20 and 30. So they called it 30 and moved everything else up, 40, 50, 60, blah, blah, blah. Well, so somewhere in memory, now the set stage is like 30. And then you, oh shit, what did you do? The set stage is 30.
Any different?
But you install the mod with the other quest backend.
Where'd the little bitch go?
And nothing is going to trigger. It thinks it's on stage 20, or thinks it's on stage 30, but nothing is going to happen in stage 20 to actually trigger it properly. And now you're fucked.
When you turn up, you're dead. No sense. What the fuck was that?
So that's why you have like, oh god, I just realized where I'm at. That's why you have a, will tell you like, don't uninstall this mod or everything will be screwed.
This is bullshit.
It's something like that. They change a quest. I have bad things. I have access like that. Please tell me ACAC is 10. Holy shit, Travis. What did you do?
If you ever need to feel sleepy, ask Tinker Tom what they were doing here.
Yeah, I will do that, Deacon, but Travis just killed everybody. A choker.
Don't look.
Yeah, let's not and say we didn't. You fucking asshole. Oh, I got an ice. Yes, this choker. It's a CH.
We made that look
Like
easy.
literally, it's choke. Railroad. With Minutemen as a close second. How is the railroad ending? I don't know. Like
Long time for this much dirt to gather.
I don't know if I'd consider myself a social justice warrior. I think that's a corny term. I'm all for social justice. But the point is, like, I think the Gen 3s have a right to live, and I think it's slavery. So for that reason, why is it called a choker? It goes around your neck like a
Sweet.
Oh shit, there's a legendary. New Vegas is the one that got me into Fallout as well. That legendary rad road just went down. That was pathetic. Yeah, I haven't played all of them. Wow, a wounding pipe submachine gun. Thank you for that.
I heard something.
Yeah, it's just fun.
Before I met you,
Overkill
I'd
it.
go whole days without massacring a bunch of things. Honest.
It's really interesting to look at the cells in the creation subkit because you can see all these little arrows and they show you like where encounters like that. Then they'll have little scripts for it that'll be like a rad roach scare. Oh, take this. I found this while I was poking around yesterday. There is a legendary enchant for weapons called Medic. Oh, hey, Slappy, where you been? It's called Medic. And right there on the name of it, it says do not use in capital letters. What it does is it makes it to where your gun heals things instead of hurting things. I do not understand why this enchant exists in the game. It's not actually in the game per se, like you can't get it unless somebody mods it back in. Thank you, Slap. I just figured you might have had like friends over Saturday and then we're like sleeping it off. That's what I thought. Yeah, I You're eternal. Trap part of me. Okay. Yeah, exactly. That's why I can't watch that stream. I get distracted. I tried to watch it for a second. I was like, oh, what are we playing again? That's how you think. I think, no, you're talking about New Vegas. Hold on a second, I'm having an argument with this. That would be too. But that would be. No, it doesn't match. So. That one. I'm not. A while can't be yet. Yo.
Yes.
Oh my god. Really? That's brutal.
Done with that yet?
It makes a point though. The fucking I beat that shit in heels. Yeah, I'll do that with VR. There you go. God, I want to avoid this being that kind of channel. I'm attracted to women too, so it's just distracting, damn it. And I get why people would want to see the other person playing and stuff like that, and I'm like, I get it, but at the same time, sometimes it's just more distracting to me. I'm like trying to see the game, and this person's doing all this stuff, and I'm. Although I do like it when they have it, like. How do they do it? A little green screen. Oh. Okay. California. Alright, let me get all this crap off it. A deacon.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so we couldn't talk to Preston about becoming a companion until we do the first step. Lumberjack. I'm from Oregon, so there's lumberjacks off in the woods.
I wonder who or what they're protecting against.
Pretty much everything. I'm from Texas. I'm from Dallas, Texas. But I live in Portland, Oregon now. Don't. Oh god. Are you really gonna do this? I'm gonna kill you, Mama. Laos? Oh, that's cute. Yeah. Laos? Yeah, right. Oh, I love that game. Oh. I got it when it was like on a sale. Like a PS Plus sale. Oh god, no. Are you kidding me? I like being comfortable. I'm mostly playing in a robe. And my PJs. Like looking totally unpresentable. So. And I want to get glasses this year. I've always worn my contacts and I hated glasses so much that I like wear my contacts all the time. But I'm sick of them. And I just want glasses. I can just put them on and be, alright, cool.
Excuse me.
Actually, I'm not still in a robe. Okay, so since I work at home, I get up and then I go downstairs and I like log in and do my stuff, right?
Find those raiders?
And then on my first break, I used my first break to like get cleaned up.
I took care of him.
And then I put on actual clothes. Like, so I've got jeans on and
around here for a
I'm up presentable right now.
So we've been talking. We
But
decided
I
if you
found
came
that
free
like
for us,
being in a
we'd
robe,
join up
just
with
being
the
in a
raiders.
robe and your
If we
PJs,
want
yeah,
things to
though,
get better, we've got to start
is
helping.
amazing for about 2
So,
weeks. Then all of a
we're
sudden
in.
you feel like a fucking
You can count
slob.
on us if you need help down the line. Thanks again, friend.
But for the first 2 weeks of working at home, I was overly proud of the fact that I was in a Best looking NPC? I don't know about that. What's up, Michelle? You're God? Cool. Hook me up with a raise. Dude, wait, she's got lipstick on?
I want to trade a few things.
So the question is, where is she getting it? And I have a feeling she's mashing up potatoes into a pig and is using that pig. Potato. Oh, Scottish. You all have some of the best in. Very tech. Oh God. That could be really bad.
Seems we have. There you are.
You ain't dog. I'll say that.
I'm annoying. I'm actually one of those people that can like smoke and then quit. Yes, I'm wearing armor and the sweater vest is armored as well. And I don't give out my age. No, that's the true story. That's what that is. The very first time that I played survival, it took me 2 hours to get out of the vault. Yeah, I got blistered yesterday. I think it was like a 4.5 hour stream. I went all the way from Boston after dark to finishing the DIA. Which means that we had to do safe house. I'm black. Yeah, I'm from Texas. That fucking. Later, of us. Have a good night. I don't know what, you know, part of the globe you're in. I'm gonna go with night. Yeah, that's no mod though. I know where all the things are. And just after a minute. Oh, after a minute. In Preston. Like, I was just thinking.
Yeah?
Yeah, can you explain yourself?
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
That's great news.
Sounds good.
I knew you were the right person for the job.
I've got one steak
By the
left.
way, you should have
I
one of this
meant to put it in the
use
fridge,
it to
out of the
signal for help
freezer into the
from
fridge
any
last
nearby
night.
Minutemen.
I totally forgot.
It'll get more and more useful
I won't
as
be
we
able to
get
eat
more
it
allied
tonight.
settlements. Eventually, you'll have help
pizza.
wherever you need it. I don't think I ever
We do
told you what
tomorrow.
happened to the Minutemen. How I ended up as the last one.
Preston? What company?
I figured you'd tell me when you were ready.
Have you heard of the Quincy massacre?
Oh, that one.
Your group came from Quincy, didn't you?
That's right. Mama Murphy, Sturgis, the Longs. They were all from Quincy. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. A mercenary group called the Gunners was attacking Quincy. The people there called for the Minutemen to help. We were the only ones that came.
That's not
The other
entirely
groups,
true, though.
they
I think,
just
as far as
turned
I
their
understand, didn't the
and
the
the folks in
Minutemen
Quincy. Only a few
turn
of us
into
got
the
out alive.
Gunners?
Colonel Hollis was dead, so I ended up in charge of the survivors. We never found a safe place to settle. One disaster after another. You saw how it ended in Concord?
No, it hasn't ended, Preston.
As long as you don't give up, the Minutemen will survive.
I'm not about to give up, but I can't protect the Commonwealth all by myself. Hell, I could barely protect these people. That's why I'm talking to you. I can't rebuild the Minutemen, but I think you can.
Well, at least he's honest with himself.
That means a lot coming from you, Garvey.
I appreciate that. Does that
He
mean
was
you'll
out
do
here.
it?
Okay. I'll do it.
Just don't let it go to your head, boss.
Good. Good. Welcome aboard.
Whoa, I think he's a little too
But
happy about
is
this
a whole
right
new
now.
start for the Minutemen and the Commonwealth too. Don't worry, I'll be right beside you all the way, General.
Calm down.
Why are you calling me General?
The leader of the Minutemen has always held the rank of General. Our last leader was General Becker. After he died back in '82, nobody could agree on who should take his place. The one good thing about being the last Minuteman is there's no one to argue with me when I say you're the new general. Now it's your job to make it more than an empty title. A pack
Oh,
of
so it's
fools
an
has
empty
holed up
title
near
right
the
now. That's what
settlement.
you're.
They could use our help.
This is where we stare at each other for a second. This isn't awkward.
I'll mark it on your map. We can use all the support we can get. So see what you can do to help.
I think he knows it's awkward. He doesn't
Preston,
even want to look at
can
me
we
now.
chat?
Is there something you need?
Not yet.
No, nothing.
Okay.
Heads up.
What's the word? Let's see what I got in my pockets.
But we've established that it's an empty title.
I'm
Anything I can
surprised
help
you
carry?
can even walk
Is there
with
something
all
you
that.
need?
Come with me. I need your help.
I'm with you, General.
Oh boy, it's an honest to goodness Minuteman. And here's me without my autograph book.
Deacon, you ever want to fight for a cause bigger than a handful of people? you get back to me.
Oh, I love how they insult each other. One of my favorites is
Heads up.
Okay, this is what I've
oh, that's
got.
awesome. One of my favorites is what's her name? Kate. Oh God, no. Kate will do the what is it? Oh my God, 1.5. Hancock. Whenever you're switching out with Hancock, he'll make a point about, you know, a little something about Kate being down. And she says that if I ever decide to go ghoul, you'll be the first I call. And that's true. And you know that too. She's the character may be Irish, but the actress is Scottish.
Look alive.
Sure. Here's my supply.
Yeah, exactly. Curie is adorable. Let me tell you about Curie. So, I didn't want to like Curie because reading everything about Curie to me made her sound like she's the voice, or she's the she's like every fanboy's dream. You know? It's just what it sounded like to me. And then I started like, okay, well I need to like get her card because I'm trying to get everything completionist.
You want to swap supplies?
Right.
No problem.
And then I fell in love with her. She's just so fucking adorable. You're just like, oh my God, Curie. Okay. Yeah. I am.
Carla.
You again.
A fanboy. What's up, old school?
Let's
But I mean, by definition, right? So you get to take your robot and turn her into a real girl. And I was like, is this legit? Is this actually part of this game? I'm offended. And then I start hanging out with Carrie, and I'm like, well, you're all right. Yes, you can. Yeah, somebody had to. Okay, so let's see. Everything Preston. Got a patriotic P45 because of that. 2 more chilling in here. I've got 2 more at HA. I'm level 21. And I have like 5 or 6 power armors. The Pinocchio years. You know, that would be cool if you actually were a synth and like the next game. Like it takes place after this and the synths have been liberated and you're one of the liberated synths. That could be. Okay, so let's look at this. This is 30, so I need to start doing that at level 24. Oh, that's right. This one's a no-brainer. I need that. Oh no, wait, Tasha Yar? Crush on. And she was strong. And the actress, I heard, is like a major pain though. Like in real life. And she didn't think Star Trek Next Generation was going to go anywhere, so she wanted out of her contract and got out of the contract before it actually became super popular and screwed her career. Really? And just because of all the lost time? And that's why your DNA matches, basically. But they refer to you as the backup. Right. I forget green. On my list of shits. Okay, do you want to stop doing that video game? Thank you very much. It kept like shooting up to the top for some reason. Okay, Blake. I've known a couple of Blakes in life. I don't want to insult anybody whose name is Blake. I'm saying this like endearingly. The Blakes that I've known in life were some of the most fun people in the world, but I could never take them seriously. But like if there's a Blake and then there's a party and the Blake isn't there, then there's a problem with that party.
I've got that locket back for you.
Every Blake I've always known was at the popular parties.
You serious?
Like Abernathy, this guy's name is Blake. And I'm just like, I've known a couple of Blakes in my life.
Whatever the Minutemen need, you can count on us.
Once in middle school and
we
once
got a
in
decent
college.
Workshop here. And Connie's sure to go leaner on her prices after what you've done.
They were both really popular. But they were not the brightest people in the world. Like common sense wise, you know what I mean? Not like intelligence wise, but just like they were fun people, and it seemed the fun seemed to designate their choices. You know what I mean? No. No, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't trust anybody named Blake. You're like, Blake, okay, I'm gonna follow you to the party, but I'm not gonna trust you. But Blake's the person that's gonna bust out with a guitar. You know what I mean? Blake's gonna have some sort of drinking game for us all to play.
Hey there,
Hey, Preston.
Preston Garp.
That's awesome that you just showed up when I just picked you up.
It's good to see the Minutemen taking the Commonwealth back.
Thanks for your support, friend. You can count on the Minutemen to be there to help when you need it.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Hey, thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
Okay, why is he looking at me like that? Judging me. I'm still being active. But does that mean that way? I don't have a hatred for people named Blake. There's just certain things like, I've met too many people named Eric who were complete assholes to me. So it's kind of ruined the name Eric for me. Like if anybody has the name Eric, I'm immediately going to reference all that and go, all right. Like in The Princess Bride, remember when he's like, I give you my word as a Spaniard? And he's like, no good. I've known too many Spaniards. Oh, Eric's. Oh my god, that sounds like the name of a play. Holy shit, did I just accomplish everything that I wanted to do? Why can I? Oh, because I don't have any. Okay. And so we have Abernathy, Grey Garden, Kingman's Alley, Oberland. That's 10. That's perfect. Yeah, Eric's a pretty easy. And my boss's boss is named Eric, but he spells it with a K. And so for some reason, that makes like Eric with a K? Okay, then like what's your Viking clan, or how does that work? Do you know? Eric or that is just, no. But it's just that way, right? Like everybody, like, has problems. I had a girlfriend named, April. And we were together for the longest time. And she was a horrible person that I found out in the end. And once all her shit came to light.
No point in leaving that.
And I'm like, great. Because now you ruined a whole like month of the year for me. You suck. Don't ever name your children after a month of the year, because they're gonna go ruin that for somebody. And that's why I no longer I wouldn't date anybody that had a name of a month. Like, your name's June? Oh, that's cute. We can't ever be together. I mean, I already don't like June as it stands, so it could be problematic. And then every time you hear a name, I'd be thinking about Texas summers and like stressing me out. Poor June. Oh, I know what I want to do. So I do have Freemaker. And that allows me to make settlement supplies, and all is going. Eric, like, it's just a thing, you know what I mean? Like, if you have a bad experience, like at a certain part of town, you're always going to remember that when you get that town. It's just the way things work. So realize you have a responsibility to your name. Don't be an asshole so that you can, you know, buck the system. It's like, I used to think Erics were all assholes, but then I bet you. And now I'm just confused. Like, to give you an idea, April cheated on me with a guy named Eric. You like, you don't understand what I'm saying? Like, it's too late. The shit's ruined. That shit came full circle. Yeah, I do actually. But I don't share it. I have a unique name, and it's just... Honestly, I run into more people that can't. I don't even bother. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Here's the plan. We're gonna, what's the word I'm looking for? A slingshot this. We're gonna make this happen really quickly is what I'm trying to get at. I need Preston to recognize that. And it's a very pretty name. See, no one understands because they're like, come on. That should start getting. Now let's gear him up. Okay, so this is okay. Let's decide this. What's gonna be the outfit for my provisioners this time around? I say we do something crazy. Give them, okay, we're gonna need a... No, wait for this, wait for this. Here. They're gonna stand out. Really stand out. And what about... Okay, the village people would be a good one, especially if I like changed them up, you know. I think this will work. Let's grab. Yeah, this is PlayStation. I can't do that. Grab one of these. Actually, grab two. Wait, which one does this use? Oh god, no, not clown.
What are you building?
And then I'm like trying to scare everybody in the Commonwealth. No idea. Yeah, I love the ratty skirt. That's what I'm saying. If I made like if I made a companion of myself, who'd be wearing a ratty skirt?
What?
My god. Wait, 50? Hey, what's up, Riven? Biker. Yeah. Oh, there you are. Grognok outfits. That could be cool. How come these fuckers don't have weed? Assless chaps. So how would we do that? Okay, so if we take the pants from Nuka World and we switch out the BGSM of the pants themselves with a null value, then we should be able to make assless chaps as long as you have the Nuka World DLC. Did I get right on that? Is that what the world needs? Is assless chaps in Fallout 4? Oh, this is PlayStation Rebel, so I can't, it won't work. But it's something that I plan on looking at on my computer. Well, technically they are, right? It's like... Oh, fuck it, I'm just... Okay, let's do that. Somebody is standing in the doorway of that house on the right-hand side. Oh no, they're inside. That's... And what do we have here?
Hey, I just wanted to introduce myself. I wanted to personally thank you for giving us this opportunity. Any place you want me to pitch in?
Not yet.
Not right now. Thanks.
Okay.
But
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure.
Because I've been trying to find one of those shirts and you just walked up. Oh shit, hold on. That was great. Little clip. Oh, really? Adhesive. Oh, but I was gonna say, Rebel, if you think that you have a problem with your, like a bad sector on your hard drive, it does it on every play, then what you would want to do is uninstall the game, install games that equal the same size, and then install the game. And it should install it in a different sector. This mailman? That would be good too. See what you think of this. I was going with a tuxedo and a formal hat and a submachine gun. But mailman, that would be funny actually. Mailman outfits with AK-47s.
What gave you the idea we're friends?
It's because I can't speak in the morning. Because, we have a law. And so just imagine if your girlfriend got up. They went postal for that reason alone. I'm doing that. Say your girlfriend got up and started streaming at like 6 a.m. and sitting right next to you in the bed when you don't wake up till like 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. and tell me how you.
The Commonwealth's a lot bigger than I realized.
Alright. I wake up at like 6 a.m. on weekend. No, I wasn't always a morning person, but I moved here I moved from Texas to Portland during fall back. So that means that, like, suddenly it was 3 hours difference, and to me, like, 7 a.m. was 10 a.m. So if I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, that's like waking up at 8 a.m. and then everybody thinks that I'm a morning person, when realistically that's when you would just... It's actually late.
You're tied to this place.
But I don't know, I called it quiet time because I just figured that would be like some sort of designation for it. And then, like, what am I gonna do for 5 hours on a Saturday morning? Well, right, because in West, you're gonna wake up at the same time that you wake up, and to everybody there, they're gonna be like, oh, you're up early. But when you go east, and everybody's wondering why you're not
like I
up.
can finally think straight.
And you're like, well, there she is.
Huh. Look at that. Vault suits are...
I know, I'm trying to get rid of it. Can I have your clothes, please?
I just want to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
Oh, nice. You don't need that anymore. You don't need that anymore.
Let's trade some things.
Okay.
There we go. There's our first provisioner. Yeah, is it officially fall, by the way? Let me take this opportunity to show you something cool. So we just got her set up as a provisioner. Now I could send her to the next place, but I'm not going to do that because that's the easiest move. I'm going to move her to Oberland. Check this out. I'm going to move her to Oberland. Now it goes down. Then I'm going to pick this and I'll make a supply line to Hangman's Alley. Supply line. And now when I go to the map, there's a supply line down here. I can create one this way. That's stuff.
Crop's been growing pretty good.
But I can do it just sitting here. Realistically, we're not going to get enough people to show up to do that, though. Because I didn't turn. There we go. That's what I was thinking about. Exactly, Slappy. That's the point I'm trying to make. You get it. So that way you could sit here and, like, let's say this town had 20 people in it. Then I would be able to create all the supply lines that I need across the whole Commonwealth, just sitting here and saying, move to this place and be a supply line to that place. And that way you can sit in one location and set everything up. And there you go. That's what all the provisioners will be dressed like.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
Oh, and because I have dogs, not Brahmin, it's a mod from Andrew. They have dogs with them. And it's way cooler. There you go. Yeah, that really does help you out because, like, as here's the deal, and this is what made me figure that out was in survival, you can't fast travel everywhere. But when you can fast travel everywhere, you're going to take advantage of it. So really, I could just sleep here. Wait for a new person to show up. Here, let's do this, since we're waiting for all this kind of crap to happen. Let's go over here. Oh, really? That sucks. That sucks they took the mod down. But that would be really easy to do. The supply death clause? Exactly, Rebel. That's what I always do. In survival, you can get all three of them. As a matter of fact, if you go with the Minutemen ending, you can do it where three of the factions are the Minutemen, the Railroad, and the Brotherhood are not enemies. Yeah, that would be crazy. Like, no one messes with my provisioners. And then I would set them up in, like, I don't know, trainer outfits.
I've worn out a lot of shoe leather since I joined the Minutemen.
Alright, I'm going to show you all a bunch of, like, tricks for making a settlement really fast. We're going to use Freemaker to make all the goodies that we need. So I'm just going to assume that you had all this, right? I like 600, 700 concrete, 200 copper, some quartz, some crystal, some fiber optics, fiberglass, 200 gears, like 400 glass, some gold, some lead. Let's do 200 lead, some leather. We're gonna actually want like 200 nuclear material. We just need 100 of that. 100 rubber, 200 screws. Let's get 100 silver, 200 springs. 5, 6, 7, 8, however much steel that is. And the same thing with wood. Now, anytime you do this, this can cause your game to geek out. If I were you, I would wait till it's done in the top left, telling you all the stuff that you created before saving. Otherwise, you might get a save glitch. Cool, so now we have a giant amount of mats to build this place up. Oh my god, that's crazy. Hey, Joseph. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Joseph. Like, that happens all the time. Now, I do have Scrap That Settlement installed, so we're just gonna run through this real quick. Just clean up Red Rocket. Get rid of all the crap around here. That's fun to do. And so if you, this is just a scrapping mod that allows me to do this. For the PlayStation, it's Scrap That Settlement. STS. Scrap That Commonwealth is a good like add-on to it, but I don't like to do it more personally. I'm mentioning it so you. Oh, I won't be using STS on the PC, by the way. I'll be doing something different. But also keep in mind that you can't use console commands in survival unless you mod that in. But I'm sure there's a better solution. I like this area clean. In this area as well. All these will get in my way. I'm not going to clean up the whole place, by the way. I'm just cleaning up the areas that I know are going to be bothersome for doing what I'm about to do. I don't want any of that. I want this. I do want that. Actually, I'm going to leave that there too, even. That's fine. The floor will be hot. It won't be a problem. It's those big ones that are... Oh, I need to clean this out too, because it's going to come around. Push it. Okay, this is the way I'd like to do Red Rocket. So I'm going to show you a lot of little tricks too. Building. Now, chances are you may know them all, you may know a lot of them, but if there's one thing in here, then it'll be beneficial. Let's make sure we can save. Oh my god, I want Strong and the Milk Armor really bad. And I saw a video, I was watching a video from Fluffy Ninja Llama, and she has Strong in that. And I was like, oh my god. It looks so awesome. Okay, so first up, we are going to need power in this place. Now I don't have full-on science, so I can't build the giant vault reactor. We're just going to do one of the regular. Oh, that's cool. Let me build during a rad storm. The biggest one. Okay. No, you'll be able. This is the pole glitch or the pillar glitch. Because I have UCO, I have a special one, but I'm just going to show you. This is where you would find it normally. Warehouse miscellaneous. I'm going to take that and we're going to put it as close as we can. A little bit in the ground. Press down. And remember to use your digital pad whenever you're accessing the build menu so that you can get in and out of everything easily. Click it once to select it and then unselect it. You want to click on the thing that you're going to use to group. If you do not click on what you're going to use to group select first, then it will error out and like be way above the ground or below the ground or just do something weird. So then you group select it. So it's not close enough. Let's get a little closer. And there we go. Now I can stick this in the ground. So I'm going to hold L1 and X and press it down. And let's see. I wonder what's there. Oh, this place. Well, okay, we'll just stick it here. So you're going to want to set up a hub for this. Let's go ahead. What we're doing right now is underground wiring. And I did learn this on this gold zone. So notice, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Notice the last thing that I clicked was the actual connector. And so it did this weird shit. If I click this once, unselect it, then group select, it'll be fine. I'm gonna put this one here. Alright, cool. Let's see if we can connect. Excellent. And all of this will make sense in a second. Let me just do it and you'll see. Alright, so now I'm going to build a place for everybody to live. Because I have ECO, I'm going to use something. Yeah, I hear you. There's a glitch that you can do that will make it everything is self-powered. Yeah, let's go with this one. I like this one. I'm gonna make our... Oh crap. Here we go. Notice I'm leaving the center empty. Just pay attention to the part. Oh, this is probably going to become problematic if you decide to stay there. Okay, so you have a base of our structure. But it's not complete because it didn't fit everywhere. So I'm going to click on this once, then unselect it, and then select the whole thing. Now let's find out what I'm attaching. Nothing. No, it's going to do this. I just really hate this. Let me get rid of the section. Let's not that section. It's this section. Which is fine by me. I don't care. Like, do what you gotta do to get it all placed in. This is really hard whenever I'm doing Hangman's Alley. You okay? Oh, auto saves, yeah. Just play survival and you'll never have to deal with an auto save. Just what I need, ads. Is that like a uranium isotope or something? Alright, so I need to raise this thing. And that's not good. I'm willing to bet money it's that section causing all the problems. Raise it up. Go higher. Oh, Witcher, so it's a different game. I see one. Oh my god, how did I last time? Get rid of this. And that one. See, why does it hate those two so much? I think I gotta do this. Yep, that must be what I did. Oh, Travis, you're... We'll save Vadim. Like, stop getting in my... Okay, now we have a base. And notice that there's a section in here that's, like, empty. That'll become useful in a second. And actually, I don't want this. Let's save. Because that was a pain in the ass. Hey George, what's going on? Never mind. Okay. Good enough for what we're doing. Now we're gonna take... Let's grab... Another... No. Yes, one of these power pylons. Actually, two of these. And once again, for the pillar glitch, go into warehouse and miscellaneous. A little higher than it. Click it once, unclick it, select the whole thing. Group select by holding X on the PlayStation, probably A on the Xbox. And so you want to stick this down here. As high up as you can, though. Now we're gonna do it. Oh my god, yeah, you do. Or like you scrap the whole castle or something, right? Oh shit, they're on Independence. No, simply because I want to make sure that this goes below underground. I'm gonna add one little connector right here in the middle. Here, I'll leave. And I'm gonna make one of these. Okay, this is what they look like. The glitch tools, this is UCO, but it's actually works better for me because it just has this little pattern on it. And you can use it to judge depth that way. Great. Alright, now let me show you how to do the wire glitch. can just grab this and move out, back. Once again, this is credit to the Gold Zone for learning all this from that, so. What you want to do for this glitch is you want to highlight the connector. Notice how it says wire up at the top. I've highlighted the wire, but I'm aiming at the connector. You have to be aiming at the connector. Highlight the wire, aim at the connector. And then just press triangle. Notice there's a sound. And so now I'm going to connect this. Now at this point you're bugged out. Just hit circle to get out of the bug. And you're normal. I'm going to do another wire glitch. Endeavors, yeah. And get one. Probably just. Yeah. No. Okay. Now let's fill that in. Oh, I have to go. No, much. There we go. I'll fix all these like tiles later. I just don't care about them. So for the walls, since we went and got the Slocum's Joe pack the other day, I'm gonna use make a cool. Give it some. Like this part is shop. And this is from the Slocum's Joe Coffee and Donuts Creation Club content. Yeah, they do. But, I wanted it. Now, I've had problems with these brick when trying to make the structure that I make in Hangman's Alley. I think their mesh or their collision detection is bigger than the mesh, something like that. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use that Slocum's Joe roof for this. I've actually... These have grown on me. Instead of putting like an actual roof on the thing, I think I see. That's not too. Use these double floors, and that way the sun doesn't come. And I need a roof to show you what I'm doing here. Almost done. No, 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 no. It's time to eat. Hey, Paul. Will that help? It just hates that section. They're like, you will not have a roof here. That works. That works. Oh shit, why didn't it actually? There we go. Alright, so now we have our main structure. Brick building outside of here. And let's give it some stairs so we don't have to jump and do that stupid. But notice how the roof, whenever you use that, those are supposed to be like the connectors between floors, but they look good as a roof. I like the word. There we go. Alright, so in theory, I'm gonna put lights on the ceiling and they're gonna work. One in there. But these fields won't make it over here. So I'm gonna put one. Let's see. This is gonna be the barracks, so I don't want it to be bright. But there you go. So we have underground wiring that's lighting up this area. And now I need to get an electrical field over to this area. But I'm not going to do that right now. That gives you the idea and how to utilize underground wiring. This is where my generator is. This is my main hub. So for this whole place, I'm going to keep going off of this hub. You could make that a switch if you wanted to. And you can use that to go like here's an example. We're going to take this right here. Black song. I think I'll show you one little more thing that you can do. Help illustrate this whole concept. I'm just going to clean it around. Okay. So we're going to need another connector. Go with one. And get my clip. And I'm going to put it right next to that line, that white line that you can see. So. Cool. So I've got that right next to the line. That gives me an idea. I'm not going to sit there and make it perfect, even though that is driving me nuts because it's like just a few inches to the left. Once again, you want to highlight the wire, but be aiming at the connector. My dot is on the connector, but I'm aiming at but I've got the wire highlighted. Let's bring it back. Boom, and that's connected. So hit circle to get out because it's currently glitched and you won't be able to select anything. So let's get on top of this. He is so proud. Okay, wood, stairs. I just deal with these. We're good for this. Have to jump, but so we're gonna go up here. Alright, so it's not the first one, it's not the second one, it's the third one. Right where the O is. Right here. Now, I'm just gonna, because I'm gonna use a bunch of these, I'm gonna do this. Instead of going downstairs to glitch up, I'm gonna go and glitch from this one. Come downstairs. Travis, this is really not a very good time for you to be here, Travis. Travis. Seriously. There we go. Alright, that worked out. That worked out really well. Because now it's going inside the building. You can barely see that. Alright, so let's finish this off. Next we're going to use the rug glitch in conjunction with the connectors. So let's just get rid of that wireframe. I'm going to use actual rugs. Know that if you have UCO, there are glitch tools in here where you can do invisible rugs. These are absolutely amazing. And there's some really cool tricks I can show you that you can do with those in particular. Because there's certain places that you can't put stuff on top of. Like, over at Sanctuary, I have a lot of those turrets on top of the brick, I wouldn't say fence that goes around it, the brick wall that goes around it, but you can't place them on top of there. You can, however, place the invisible rugs, and then you can place them on top of the invisible rugs. The same thing works with Hangman's Alley. There's certain points in Hangman's Alley where you cannot put anything down. And this works great. So we've got this place clean. But I'm going to use regular rugs for this so that you can see them. For sure. Where's that? Floor coverings. Okay, cool. I like these little ones the first. So here's the deal. We're going to put like, let's put one down for everywhere. One. Put one here. One in the center. Here. Here. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll be plenty. And I don't want to get too scattered out. So we're going to put these on top of that, the regular power conduit. Go ahead and get my conduits out. This is so funny because I never want to do a build video, but here I am. So we're going to get out. I want everyone that I happen to know the pattern that I'm going to go with, so I was able to do this. This is a different kind of wire glitch. This is using the rug glitch in conjunction to create a wire glitch. But we're not actually going to do that complicated math. Okay, so we got them. And so I'm going to connect this to this, but you can see there's a problem. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like it even goes into there. Yeah, dog meat hangs out. So you grab this, grab the mat, and notice this moves with it. Now I'm going to connect these, grab the mat, move it back to the center. And there you have it. I can pull this in, pull this in, pull this one in. So I should be able to connect. That one's going to go for the rest of them. Cool. We have our little pattern. And then we take these out to the edges. That'll get any lights I put on the outside wall. Take this over here. Now you may lose your wire, just reconnect it. I mean, you're doing a glitch, so. Like, oh my god. Glitch is bugging out. No one's gonna take. Cool. Once again, I already know the pattern, so. Oh wait, I need OCD, yes. Oh, I'm all about, you know me. I'm down with the OCD. So we can get crazy. This one's gonna go all the way out of here. And I may have lost my wire. Let's see. Yep. So that can happen too. And get it that time. Instead of like moving them, I'm just gonna do the glitch. I clicked on that wire. I'm putting a wire here. Same thing. Might as well. Okay. And so I need to bring this one out here. And this one out here. Out here. Oh, the point of all that madness is now we can go under Red Rocket and light this whole place up. And like, I'll make these look really nice later. I'm just trying to get it. And you can see this looks really good far away. Nice and clean. You don't see any wires everywhere. That's absolutely right, George. So yeah, you can take the whole thing. So you want to use like a wall decoration. And these little signs right here, they do the same thing. So if you want to put one of these on the wall and then put a connector on top of it and then connect it and then slide this whole thing, it'll work. And here's the fun thing, the mounted creatures work as well. So you can put one in the mouth of something. All right, last thing I'm going to show you that I found out about Red Rocket. So we go into lights. Here we are. And okay, let me make a point though. If you're on survival, you might want to take care of your food and water problem. No, I want to keep it dark. No, I'm making a point of before you do what I'm about to show you, save. Because if you don't like this, you're not going to be able to fix it. I found this out on my last playthrough, actually. I didn't realize you could do this. I believe these. Okay, so you want this fluorescent light. Notice that it's okay like that. Alright, so. But I found you can do even more. So we're gonna go into this and keep going up. There it is. Right there, you can see it. It's in the box. Now listen. And so you can actually make these things look like they're working. See? And there you go. That one has a little bit of light to it, but you know what? It could stand to be a little brighter. Now because it has the lights on it, you notice it's not going in there, but all of a sudden it disappears. A little bit to the left, and so that's a way that you can kind of fix those lights. I thought it looked really cool when I did it, so I kept it. Let's see if we can do another one here. There you go. But like I said, if you're not happy with this, then you won't be able to fix it unless you do some sort of group select to pull them out of there, and then I have no idea what else you're going to grab, and it might just be a nightmare. Thanks, Strode. It's mostly like Fallout 4 tips and stuff like that. I play exclusively on survival, and this is my 7th playthrough, so. People. Survival, the easiest possible. But for some crazy reason, I just went off on a tangent and totally built Red Rocket up. The reason, actually, there is a reason behind this. Let me do this one last thing. The reason behind this was, yes, then that's what I'm saying. Actually, Strode, I'm making a point of that. These tips that I'm showing you all, I got from School Zone. Paul is amazing. Like, I have, okay, so I will say this about Paul. Like, adore him. He's like adorkable. You know what I mean? But he makes some wild speculations sometimes on the reason why something happens in game, and it makes me chuckle. Because I know he doesn't have programming experience, but so that makes me chuckle. But other than that, like, he's got some of the best tips. His no mod shop class is amazing. You can learn like how to do all those things. This wire glitch that I did, the pole glitch, everybody knows about that. But this whole underground wiring system, that's what I got from him. He's got the concept. But then it's how you're going to use it. How are you going to utilize it? The other thing that he has that I think is really cool is a way that you can make something self-powered, but it's rather convoluted. You can go onto his channel and check it out right now, but whenever I have fusion reactors, I'll show you how to do it. But it won't work with these lights. You could self-power all these connectors and then stick them up there. That's something you can do. Right? Same here. And then there was George that turned me on to that too. He was talking the way that you can do that. No, wait, what? And then I turned good was it? Longfellow's cabin. That was the first place that I did with all underground wiring. Let me show you this real quick. too, since I did mention it in this. This is what I was talking about. And then after this, I've got to go. I need to eat. But those clear rugs that you get with UCO. Oh God, yes, I am. Especially now that I learned about the bounty system. I honestly just want to get myself an NCR like gear and a nice sniper rifle and just go after bounties. I'll just be like, yeah, I'll build stuff. That's cool. Kill people. But only the people who kill people. If you're just here for resources. Alright, let me see if I can show you this. You see how this thing is up here? Not really. Here, I'll just demonstrate it. Okay, so here, let's say we want Travis. Like such an. Okay, so I want to put a turret on top of this thing, but it's not working out. I can't put a turret on top for obvious reasons. We're just gonna put that over there so I don't have to put a turret. One of these little rugs, and notice that the rug can actually go on there, so I'm going to try to make it fit the brick. There we go. But it's invisible. You can there, but so now I'm going to take this. Oh, that. This is the hard part though. There we go. Got it. I want it more back though. Oh well, fuck it. And so there you go. So you and I know that it's actually on the rug, but it looks like it's on the stone. And why not? This place is needed. Here's another example of the wiring. Although I put a switch on this one. I glitched a switch into it. Each one of and there it is. One hub for this place, and then it goes up through the roof, and the roof has a bunch of connectors on top of it, and that's how these places are lit up. Get another. Nice, we got another person, but I'm not going to do that now. I showed you how to set up a supply. What does Red Rock look like from over? Okay, let's do one last. 2 minutes. I'm going to use these 2 minutes to do something absolutely. Since we already set this up in a preview. I'll send this off. And I want to do this during the day. If you haven't seen me do this, if you don't know where this is, if you don't know about this, this engine I'm about to use, we got from underneath the bridge between Red Rocket and Sanctuary. And then I dragged it in here for this. I'm going to take your... Grab this engine. Outside. What the fuck? Okay, somebody... Wait for it. Okay, cool. So you want to jump on top of the engine. And then you want to grab it. Oh, and all I'm doing is jumping. Like, if you tap, you won't go as fast as you can. If you try to time it, you'll actually go fast. As soon as the dot goes back to the center, I press try. Oh, better. Total witchcraft. That roof actually looks good. Looks like they have shingles on the roof. Fucking Sturgis is doing it right now. You can do this with certain engines in the game. There's a few of them that are placed about. This one comes from underneath the bridge to Sanctuary. The Red Rocket side. Oh my god, that's the whole point, Ribbon. We're gonna end the stream when I die. I figured this would be fun. I have a problem with heights, by the way, so every time I do this, this is like... It's the fall that really screws with me. Has anybody played Super Hot in VR? Exactly. If you played Super Hot in VR, have you gotten past the level where you have to jump to your death? That was the hardest thing for me to do. I was on the ground on my hands and knees just like going, no, I'm not doing this. And it's all prove yourself or something like that. So I'm half laughing and half crying and jumping up and down in my living room. That's VR. Okay, so I would say that's good enough. We can see Concord. We can see parts of that. Now when you're ready to fall, just turn it. And you will fall.
Okay.
Oh my god, did you see her neck? Okay, that was a lot of fun. So now it's just gonna reload. Okay, so tomorrow, we'll start the normal time instead of early. It's 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are going to... Let's see. If I have time on lunch tomorrow, I'm going to create some more supply lines. Because my goal for tomorrow would be doing taking independence. And I want to show you the easy way to take independence with the Mirelurk Queen. You can do what I'm going to show you, like level 14 or sooner, just as soon as you have enough of these and you're confident enough. If you have Travis with you, Travis is a badass and he's like a tank on this mission. But the goal for tomorrow is taking independence, so we're going to start at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
I just wanted to introduce myself.
Nobody cares about you. And then, yeah, there we go. And this is a BOS playthrough. We were going to go do the BOS stuff, but realistically, a lot of that doesn't start until Act 2. And I want to get a few things in before Act 2. I don't know if I'm going to do Covenant or not this playthrough. It's kind of fun, but I just don't know if I'm going to do it. Because once we get the castle, once we get the Gauss rifle, we might as well go kill Kellogg. With the last minute, it's like a freaking breeze. And when you're level 20, then you can start picking up 2mm easy rounds everywhere. But that's it. So everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you had a good time. Remember 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. That'll be Fallout. And then remember Wednesdays and Thursdays are Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So thanks for watching. Have a good night.